Hello and welcome to the first interview for today. Took the courage, walked up to
Andre,
Andre. Andre, how old are you?
I'm 34.
34.
Yes.
All right, cool. Andre is a sound designer, right? And he's here with Bowie, sitting in the shade because it's very warm out here. And well, so he agreed to answer a couple of questions around the topic of relationship or love, however you want to call it, which I think is on a lot of people's minds. And with social media rising, might be some weird ideas out there. So I thought, let's go out in the real world and ask some people. So I think the most important question for now: are you currently in a relationship yourself?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
How long for?
2 years already.
For 2 years.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. And so when it comes to relationship and having a successful relationship, what do you feel like or think, Andre, are the most important aspects that people should know about or think about when going into a relationship?
Well, I think trust, and I try to follow the mantra of like giving freedom to the person. So that's how the person is going to be attached to me.
Okay.
So that's been working a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Uh,
That's cool. Wait, I have some more questions on my clever notes here. Nowadays, especially with social media, I mean, now you're in a successful relationship for 2 years. What do you think is the biggest challenge nowadays for young men, young women out there to actually find a relationship?
I think to commit because there are so many options nowadays. Like not options because the amount of people are the same like
Hmm.
nowadays or like 30 years ago. But I feel like the options of apps and
Hmm.
people are all available over there and you're just like it looks like a menu
Hmm.
and then like oh this person like and then you want to try everything and then so I think
Hmm.
that's the challenge of relationship.
It's very. I like the answer. It's like a buffet, right?
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
So commitment. How I like to say it: if your little garden is green, right, and it gets a little dry,
Yep.
a lot of people, even with the tiniest, let's say, incompatibleness or struggle, they right away jump to the next garden and the
Sure.
next garden, right? Would you agree?
I do agree.
Okay. So, what's your tips and what are a couple of tips from your side that help you in your relationship to keep watering the garden if it gets a little dry, so you don't jump to the next one?
Well, a lot of conversation. Um, try to know the person. Try to know the person that you're with. I think this is. It sounds like simple, but it's not.
Mhm.
Like sometimes we don't even know what our
Uh,
our partner come from. I mean,
no.
like what actually he did, like or shit, like in the past, like in the and during the childhood. What are the things that makes him happy?
No.
And yeah, that's what it's important to know. And I feel.
I love that. I love that. Well, then, thank you so much for now. One last thing. I mean, you already gave very good tips for the viewers. I hope you watch this, you listen closely, and take something of that for yourself. I will certainly. And if there's one thing that you want to say to the people watching this, what would that be?
Well,
Relationship or not?
relationship or not?
Yeah.
Well, follow your heart and follow like sometimes you follow your guts
Hmm.
because sometimes we are trying to convince ourselves um, that I mean relationship or love or we should be like different people and we are trying to disguise that for so long and we forget who we really are.
Wow. Very deep
Yeah,
conversation
that's
here at
that
Mauerpark.
was deep.
Wow, that was very deep.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, I think those are, especially in relationship, the conversations people have to have, right? The deep ones. I think don't try to be a partner's therapist, but still be there for them, right? And ask the tough questions, not just how was your day, how was work, but as you said, and I really like that, try to understand where the other person is coming from,
Exactly.
what's moving them, and yeah, how can you be of service for the other person?
That's true, and there's actually a really nice book called like the Five Languages of Love.
Oh yeah, the love languages.
Yeah, the love language.
Yes. Oh
So cool.
yes. I think it's super
Yeah,
interesting
read
because.
that.
Oh yeah, read that. If you don't know about it, the love languages, read it. I've seen a very interesting podcast, and the guy was right before divorce actually.
Yeah.
And then he told his wife, "Look, I just want you to say I'm proud of you." She showed it by creating a great house and a family and home, but he never actually heard it. And this one little change and thing that she said, "I'm so proud of you." Now they're not divorced.
Exactly. People
And
love differently,
exactly, Andre,
express differently.
thank you so much.
No worries.
That was
Thank you.
great.
That was great.
Yeah,
Have a nice Sunday.
yeah.
Bowie
Have a good Sunday.
kaput.